Hi everybody, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new, and I am back for week 21 of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and we are in these notebooks these notebook journal things that we've been making with the scrappy spines and all of that sort of thing. I got my spines attached. I can't remember if I showed you that in the last one or not. Well, yeah, I guess what I did because we made the covers, right? So, spine. I haven't decided. Excuse me. I haven't decided whether I want to glue that flat or not. So, but I have time to worry about that later. Okay. So, what I was going to do was I know in Rachel's video she had hers sewn in when she showed them to us. I haven't sewn mine in yet, but I have put signatures together for the profile book. So I thought I would show you. I'm using much different materials than she is. I have some double-sided scrapbook paper cardstock. This is from a textbook. Some of my 70s wallpaper. I like the aged back of this, so I don't know if I'm going to back it on anything. I think it will hold up okay as a page. I mean, it's thicker than this, so I don't know. But it does seem to be a little easier to tear, so I don't know how that's going to go. This is from a calendar. So to have the painting right side up, of course, you have to have the calendar upside down, but I thought that would be okay. This is just a piece of tea-dyed paper. This is some scrapbook paper that I printed on the back of. And I have folded these up to make pockets. Some music paper. And then the digitals that we looked at in the first one. That's my signature center for this one. And then it goes back through all those papers. And then again, see the back of the wallpaper. It's kind of neat. I don't know. I might decorate it with something, but leave the paper itself. And then the textbook and the cardstock. So that's one signature for this one. I made 3. So we have this one that's got cardstock also, but it has it's lined, so journaling space. And then the back of it, this was really hard to match because the colors that I picked for a lot of this stuff were not this bright. But we have music paper, tea-dyed paper, and then we have this cute little adorable fox. I'm pretty sure I got him off of Graphics Fairy. A lot of the stuff I got off of Graphics Fairy. And then made a kind of a digital out of it. So some wallpaper, the textbook page, scrapbook paper, again, that I printed on the back of, a piece of wallpaper. Our calendar painting is the center here because I couldn't find any way to do this without having a moose butt on a page all by itself. So I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So it got to be signature center. And then we are back through the wallpaper, the scrapbook paper, the textbook, the digital, tea-dyed paper. This is the other side of the music paper. And then the cardstock with, again, journaling space. So that's signature 2 for the profile view book. And here is the last one. This has 2 pieces of scrapbook paper put together. So on this side, it's a flip, or it's going to be a tuck. It might be a tuck. And then on this side, there's a pocket. I printed on the back of the scrap one piece, and then there's a pocket here and a pocket here. And then the music paper, and then the digital that I made. And here is music paper. The other side of the scrapbook paper that I printed on with the pocket. And then this one I've left open. I'm thinking about putting some paper in here and making it flip down. So there's that. And then, of course, the other half of everything. So the wallpaper, the calendar page, the textbook, the tea-dyed paper, and the cardstock. Okay, so those are my signatures for the profile up and down book. So we're going to set that one aside for a moment. And we're going to work in the landscape book. This one has been harder for me, guys. I am struggling. Also, but by the nature of it, since I'm turning everything over, it's not the same thing where you have, you know, like your 12 by 12 piece of paper and you just fold it in half and stick it in there. Now you've got, everything's got to lay sideways. So you're cutting it in half and turning it. And I ended up with more pages than in the other one. So these signatures may be a little fatter. I don't know. We'll have to see. Or I'm going to end up leaving stuff out. So I don't know. Like I might end up leaving these out just because color wise they might not go. And plus I cut, instead of cutting it this way so that the lines would sit that way in the book, I cut it so the lines are going up and down. Now granted, you can turn the pad and write this way, but it just aggravated me that I did that. But I have enough for each book to have 2 pieces of cardstock instead of 1, which, you know, I mean, they do have to go like this. So technically it makes 1. So maybe not. Okay. So we'll have to look at some pairs for that. And then here is the scrapbook paper that I printed on the back of. I have 8 sheets of that. So everyone will get at least 2 pairs. And then we'll see what we do with the rest. I do have some other sheets off to the side. But what we're going to start with is tearing these. I've discovered something, guys. See these silicone mats? If anybody else is having the same problem I am with tearing paper, and maybe you're not, maybe it's just me, it's a lot easier to do if you've got a silicone mat holding it. And you can find your ruler. That always helps. But the silicone mat, if I hold this, the silicone mat holds the paper still. And I get a nice tear. I have not tried one this long yet, but I mean, it should work the same. And I get a nice tear. So I thought I tried this after I'm using this as a glue mat. And when I was messing with it, I realized it feels sticky and paper doesn't slide on it. So I was like, I wonder if I could use it as a tearing mat too. Okay, so this, as you can see, has several folds in it because of how I was going to use it. And we're going to put a new fold in it because it's not folded the right way. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm kind of disorganized on this one, guys. Let's tear everything that we're going to use that needs tearing. So I thought it was funny that in week 21, she kind of polled her audience and asked us what we would like to see more of. And everybody wanted to see her work some more in the books. That one did pull out from under the ruler because I didn't have enough pressure at the bottom. I didn't slide my hand down. So yeah, I got a crooked tear on that one, but that's okay. The system still works. I just messed it up. But anyway, so she polled her audience to find out if anybody wanted her to do another week in these books. And the overwhelming majority of everybody said yes, that everybody was having fun with these and they wanted her to do more in them. They wanted to hear her ideas. I don't know if it's all people that are joining in, but, you know, it was a lot of people. So yeah, everybody's excited about her doing more in these books. So, week 22 may be working in these books too. So hopefully by then I'll have my signature sewn in. I will say this though, guys. I am going to be going on I'm going to be going on vacation, a little vacation here soon. So the first full week in June, I might not be there. I don't know what I'm going to be able to get scheduled to be up that week. So I don't know if you'll see a lot of videos that week, or it might be the week after I get back that you don't see a lot of videos because I was away from my craft studio and didn't get to film anything. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to get some craft videos filmed ahead, edited and uploaded so that while I'm gone and maybe at least part of the week when I first get back, there's some stuff already ready to go so that there's no hole like there was when I was sick. I feel like I just had a hole in my channel. Or empty time, I guess it would be. So I'm trying to avoid that again, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I may get behind with Miss Rachel again. Sorry, Rachel. Just because of the timing. But oh. So is anybody else planning for summer vacations? Ours is kind of early this year. Usually we're at least later in June. Sorry, that one didn't want to line up. I try to at least keep them semi-straight. I still didn't get that straight. Guys, I can't cut straight. I can't tear straight. But I love the fact that these silicone mats, if anybody else is having the tearing problem that I was having, where laying the ruler on the little end and tearing with the big piece was making things slide for you, silicone mat works great. It's just a baking mat and it's sticky. So it holds the paint. Now, I don't know once it gets dusty and covered in glue and all that kind of stuff if it's still going to work. But for now, it works great. Okay, so my thought for this was, let me see, I started putting a signature together. I've started putting signatures together. So I have these, which will sit, they will get sewn in like that. So I'll have a flap here and I'll have a flap here. So those are going to need extensions, right? I don't know what order they're going to go in the signature in yet, but that at least gives me an idea of what my signatures are starting to look like. So again, I have this one, a flap here and a flap here. So they would get sewn together like that, and their little foldovers will need extensions. And this one is a flap here and a flap here. And their foldovers will need extensions. I refolded my flaps after I watched Rachel do her extensions, because she had some little flippies like this that she added stuff to. So I just said, well, I mean, I guess if we're going to do... So those are all going to need extensions, and who knows, they may get some of these so that I get them used up. So these are going to need folded. They are not quite 12 inches wide, but they're going to need to get folded to about 9 inches. So we're going to fold them to about, I'm going to fold them a little shy. Okay, so that folds like that. I don't want to fold them all the same direction. That's the thing. So let's start looking at where they would go. That would end up in there like that and have a flap. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of befuddled on what order to do this in. Okay, so maybe I should just do half of them one way and half of them the other way. Yeah? I'm kind of going just shy of a 3-inch fold, just so that, you know, for all that poke out and all that kind of stuff we tend to get on these. Oh, that one's... So I'm trying to hit like 2 3/4 or so. And sometimes that brings me almost right up to 9 inches, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so there's 4 going that way. And now we need 4 going the other way, right? So maybe I should fold that upside down and make it easier on myself, because it's just easier for me to fold in that direction. But that's going to go like that. Okay, so I have these like this. Now, to make pages out of them, what I was thinking was I would take 2 that I liked together. Well, take them from their opposite halves now. So this one and this one, maybe, and put them together like that. Yeah, those will look good together. So these 2 folds go together like this. Maybe if I just had paper that was the same size, I wouldn't have this problem. Okay, let's pair them and then worry about the rest of that mess later. Okay. How about if we pair... I'm actually kind of thinking about pairing this with this in one of them. Yeah. Don't do that again. Ooh, not sure about that though. What about that? Maybe be able to get away with that easier. What do you think? Yeah, because I could decorate that with something to kind of tie them together. The colors go better there. And while these colors don't exactly go, maybe I should pair it with... Ooh. I don't hate that. And I don't hate that. Okay, we'll do that pairing. Might end up having to pair them the same, because I need 3. So I might end up having to do this again. Just because it goes. And then I can use these as extensions on something else, if need be. And I'm sure the need will be. Okay, so that's 3 more pages, and then I have these which have to be folded to. Oh, we're going to pair these off too. All right. Looking at both sides. The pink is the hard one to pair. Okay, so I'm going to pair those two, those two, and those two, like that. Okay, so we'll fold our 9 inches this way, or sorry, our 3 inches this way. So one has to go, I don't know. With words, for some reason, I like them going up the page rather than down the page. So I'm going to turn this one this way and this one the other way. But I think I want this showing. And against the pink, we're going to put this. So it would go like that. This is going to be hard for me to keep straight when I start putting this book together, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to have so much trouble with this. So I think I'm going to get down a thing of paper clips and we're going to start clipping pages together. So that's a page. So that would be... Why are you giving me problems? Okay, I think. All right, so that's a page. I'm going to try and just at least get the signatures put together. And then in the next one, I don't know what her plan to do is, but hopefully we will be able to, like if I get any more page extensions that I need doing or anything like that, which I don't know how this is going to go because I still have the music paper and stuff, guys. So I don't know. Maybe I'll end up coming back and doing more on this just because I didn't do very well at it the first time. Okay, so that one's going to go together like that. I like the little... Okay, so let's pin it. And that makes another page. If I had come up with this paperclip thing sooner, I do not want the flowers together. So let's just get them folded and then I'll worry about which way they go. Okay, so what I want to do is, I think I want the polka dots against, yeah. That way it's not flowers on flowers. I don't want flowers on flowers. Or do I want... Oh, I can't do that. Don't listen to me, guys. Okay. So that's going to be that one. So there we have 3. Okay, so we have 3 of those. Let's pin these together. This will help me so that I have them pinned and organized so that I can put them into the book. Or so that I can at least put them into signatures and figure out how I want to do that. These long books are, this is interesting. This is an interesting process. My brain working through this to try and, make it all work properly. Am I like leaning my big fat head in the camera? So all you can see is the back of my hair. Yeah, this one's going to have to get trimmed. So that's pinning all of the pages. So those are pages. So that's 2 full-size pages per signature. Now for these, I'm going to need extensions for these 2. What? Oh, it went in here like this. I don't know why that was fold. Oh, because that's the old fold. So it was just folding on it. Okay, so these are going to need extensions. Now, I do have, guys, we can extend them with, oh, you know what else I have that I can extend them with? What did I do with? Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so I have more of the digitals, which I could make page extensions with. See, this one was already set to go in the landscape book. So I could use it to extend, like maybe I could use it to extend one of the tea-dyed pages. Same with this one. I could use it to extend a tea-dyed page. So we may use those as extensions. I also have these that can be used as extensions. From this children's book, although, I don't know. They work better as portrait pieces. Okay, so let's get these trimmed, because I don't want all this white taking up space on the page. And it's not that I mind this tattered edge, but I'm probably going to end up cutting it off just for expedience purposes. This is what I found, so this is what we're going with. Okay, now this is supposed to be 6 inches wide, right? We're going to do a little less so that I can get all of that off of there. Actually, I'm going to do it. Ooh. I don't want to do it too much less because it's got to be an extension on a page. So let's just stick to the 12. It should cut most of it. In the other book, all of these little tattered ends, I kept them because they had character, and I wasn't worried about, because I just folded the pages directly in half. Let's see how tall these are, because I only need them to be 9. They're a little longer than 9, so we can take off some of this blank white down here. Okay, so there should be some 9-inch extension pages. I should have 1 for each. And I think what I'll do is I'll put them on these so that it's maybe, I think, or maybe this way. Put a little bit of flour on there. I'm going to tear this off. And just stick that down on there. So this will give us a page extension for this one, and this gives us another page in our signature. Right? And on this side, there's a pocket or something. Right? So that's a page. The other thing is it seems to be much easier for me to do the extensions outside of the book. Somehow I slid those up under that paper clip. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do all of those. And then we'll try and do all the tea-dyed paper with whatever we're going to extend those with. Okay, so this one... I don't know why I'm covering that up. This could go this way. No, maybe because the flower is kind of upside down if I do it this way. I'm not sure I care because I like that. And I can always decorate over this if I don't like the fact that there's stems coming down from the top. Right? Okay. Now, put this in here like that. And again, I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to tear that little corner piece off. Getting glue all over my cutting mat again. You guys sick of hearing me say that? I'll stop. Okay. Glue that down. I hid my rag. There it is. I should get out a wipe. That's what I should do. Okay, we're just going to tear this off of the side. Like that. Okay, and there's another extended page. Oops, that I glued together. Let's not do that. I am consciously gluing these down without making them tucks because first of all, there's going to be this on the back. And second of all, a lot of these other ones that I put together with paper clips are going to be put together as tucks. So there will be plenty of tucks. I'm not worried about that. So there's another one of those. And here's the last one. So we're going to take this one, put it down there like that. Which means I need to take this off now. I don't know how good of a tear that was. Okay, we'll worry about it in the details. Okay, and that is extension number 3. So now we have, oh, it pushed out. Well, that's not good. Oh, I buckled it. Oh. It'll fix itself when it gets put in the book, I suppose. Okay, So that is another page, right? So that means we have 3 pages to go in the signatures so far. Now I can how long are these? They're a little less than a little less than 12 inches. And I got some calendar pages too, so let's see how long these are. These are a little less than 14. No, they're 14 inches. Okay, so what do we want to extend this with? Oh, I happened to cut that one. Now, if I do this, I have to be careful because I don't want to extend the page and then put this same page in the same put this page in a book twice. So I have to pay attention when I'm putting the signatures together, is all I'm saying. If that's my sew... No, they have to go like this. That's my sew spot. Well, how long is this one? 9 inches. How long is this one? Oh, that's too long. There, that's where it sews together. Okay, so it sews in like that. Good Lord. I don't like that. It's going to sew in like... Just sew in like that, and we'll turn it this way. I'm not extremely happy with that either, but I can decorate that. So I'm going to clip this, because I was kind of hoping we could get to the part where I start putting the pages into signatures, but that might be the next video. So, and if you're having trouble with this as well, the landscape pages, because I'm having trouble with it, guys, I'm going to confess. I hope you're seeing how I'm doing this, if it helps you at all. So I'm making sure that my page goes to 9 inches, because that's just happens to be the size of my book. And then I'm making sure that both my sheets are folded to the right length. And then I am putting them in here so that their folds overlap, right? Does that make sense? So whatever you folded over to get that to be 9 inches, where you folded is your seam. That's what gets stitched into the book. So this is my 9-inch page, and this is my 9-inch page. Does that make sense? Did I do that off camera? So I folded this over to make this 9 inches long, and I folded this over to make this 9 inches long, and I'm just tucking this into there like that. And then I close it, and then this is where I will stitch. So if I clip this here and I clip this here, the stitches go there. And then you have this side of the signature and that side of the signature. I hope that makes sense. And I hope I remember to sew that in right side up. And I'm going to have to decorate. This has a funny fold in it, and I'll probably do something to reinforce that, glue something over it, or, you know, something to decorate this. I don't even know that I'll make this a tuck. I might just glue this down and decorate that page. Okay. Now I also have these, and I said I wanted to use one of these to make a tea-dyed piece. Of course, the problem being, in this particular case, this is the one that I printed upside down by mistake, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this piece off, because I know that gives me, 6 inches wide, or just under 6 inches wide, but either way, it gives me what I need width-wise. And then I'm going to fold this. I want to make sure that I've got this folded the way it's supposed to. So this goes here, and this is supposed to fold to the 9, like so. And that gives me that fold. And I'll probably do again where I fold back this way and tuck the page in here. For this one, so only got to fold to the 9. I like that against there. I mean, I know that's light all the way across, but remember this will be sewn in a signature. But it's going to have to go that way because of the pocket. One of these pages has to be upside down, guys. Unless I just don't use this one. I can always use this one. Wait, this is 8 inches wide. And I want it to be 6 inches wide. So we're going to fold it to the 16. Right? Because I need 2 inches. And that makes it 6 inches wide. Like that. Hides my flowers, guys. Well, I guess I could just, always just tear it off. Oh, then it just tears the flowers off. That doesn't solve the problem. This is why my pages have so many folds in them. Because I can't make up my mind. And for some reason, whenever I get into one of Rachel's challenges that are like more complex and more, well, quite frankly, more fun, my videos always end up over an hour and I have to trim tons of stuff. So if you guys see edits, you're doing it to save your life. Almost got it, guys. Is that crooked? Yes, of course it is. Can't be straight. What am I thinking? All right, but I think I'm going to do it. What doesn't really matter. Either way, there's going to be... Did I do it to this too? Is this upside down? No, it's not. It has to go in this way? Okay, whatever. Okay. It's going to need trimmed. Okay, guys. This is my, my understanding from the first video was that this was going to be the video where we extended pages. And that's kind of what I did. I mean, we made them as we went. But I did extend pages. So, oh, I still have my music sheet and my wallpaper. Plus, I think this only made 4 pages for each one. Yeah. Need some more pages, guys. Oh, and the calendar page. Okay. Let's fold this so that they're 9 inches long. I'm going to have to do these individually. 2, 14. I need to fold over 5 inches, right? Means I need to fold to the 11? No. I need to fold over 5 inches. I need to fold to the 6, right? If I fold to the 6, that gives me a 9-inch page. Right? I'll do the math. Just give me a minute. All right. So that's that. I actually think I'm going to put these in there as they are because they're going to get, I mean, that's going to be a 5-inch long. There's only going to be 4 more inches out here missing. And what I might do is just put a tab on there and make it a fun little flip out page. Well, not a flip out, but this will get sewn in here. And I am going to have to take some off of this. It's going to have to get trimmed. Let me get all of these done. I think we're going to take our 5 inches in on this side. So we have to fold to the 12. I guess we'll see what that gives me. Yeah, that's basically just the tree on the one page. That's okay. I'm okay with that. All the birds made it to this page and then the tree on that page. I'm okay with that. And now we have this one. I might end up doing... Oh, what if I flip it over and then I can test it? Okay, so to the 16, I need to fold to the 12. What do I get? I fold right through the middle of a bird body. Okay. The 2 to the 11 means I need to fold to the 6. For this one, that might be my best bet. And then our cabin goes on a page by itself. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't know which way it's going to fold. Maybe I should just leave it like that. Okay, so those will be pages. I have to trim them down so that they are 6 inches tall. That's going to be the hard part. I am probably going to take off from the top and from the bottom on each one of these. So, but those are going to be individual pages. And like I said, I'll probably put a tab on this. So that's a 5th page. And then these pages, to get them to 9, Nope, we're going to do it one at a time. Let's go this way. Right? So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, and 3/4. 2 3/4. From the 5 is going to be 7 3/4. Okay. So we have that. My thought on these is I'm folding them all in the same direction, but my thought on these is because the words are going sideways, and I know I said I like words going up a page better than down a page, but when there's this much of them, it doesn't as much matter to me. So, and I can also, you know, if I want, I can go this way. It doesn't really matter. Excuse me. So yeah, so there's music page. Those will most likely get an extension. They also have to be cut down to be 6 inches wide, which is going to trim a lot of that off of there. So we have to wait and see how that goes. I did get a piece of cardstock out to do some extensions. I might have to get some more. I don't know if I want to extend music paper with cardstock though. So we have to see how that goes. And then I have these wallpaper pages. Now I've already prepared these to have a lip. This is where it will get sewn. So something has to get attached to here. So however I'm going to end up doing that, I'm going to end up doing that. Okay guys, well you saw me struggle through making some landscape pages. The next time, if she does do week 22, continuing with this, I will try to get my signatures for the landscape thing put together so that you can see them, and then we'll see what she's doing in her book. Hers are already sewn together. So what I may do is get my signatures together, sew them into my books, and then come back and do whatever decorating or stuff that she does in the third installment of this. I'm really looking forward to it because I'm excited to see what she does. So I will see you guys in week 22. Bye-bye.